Hi guys. I just wanted to show you my new Maleficent contacts that I got. They're super green. Um, yeah, my old Maleficent contacts just got old and I decided to replace them. My old ones were a slightly different shade of green and they were cat eyes, which I realized before anybody's like, Maleficent's not cat eyes. Yes, I know Maleficent's eyes are not cat eyes. I just really, really like the color. And actually, my friend Deshay Mooner picked those out. I probably said her last name wrong. I'm awful at people's names. Uh, but she picked them out, and she did a great job, and they were great. But I was wanting new ones, and then when I was at the Heroes and Conventions, because that's the name, Heroes and Villains Convention this past weekend, which, quick interlude, yes, this past weekend. I apologize. I sound like death because I have an awful cold. So I'm struggling with the cold right now. Because we were stuck up there in New Jersey during the Snowmageddon state of emergency ridiculousness blizzard. And our hotel caught on fire because, I mean, that makes sense. What blizzard? What's the first thing you expect to happen in a blizzard? Fire, of course, obviously. That clearly makes sense. So our hotel caught a flame, and we were all outside in the snow during the blizzard with our hotel on fire. And I now have a cold. So, not fun at the time, but now looking back on it, I think that's pretty funny that our hotel caught on fire in the middle of a blizzard. So anywho, I was at the Heroes and Villains Convention, and I walked past this booth, Macabre Eyes, and it caught my attention because they had the huge display of contacts, and I thought to myself, ooh, I need new Maleficent contacts. And the guy running the booth, Adam Ginsberg, again, if I'm murdering anybody's name, I'm so sorry. Yes. He was super nice. He was very helpful and knowledgeable, and he was great. So if you see his booth or their booth at any conventions, make sure you stop by and talk to them and buy their contacts. The ones I got are Gothica in shade Angelic Green. And the best part was he was actually wearing these, not these, obviously, but this shade at the convention, so I was able to see how it looked against somebody's eye, and I thought they were fantastic, and I bought them, and now I'm wearing them. I'm hoping these will be a little less scary for small children, just because they're not quite so creepy as my last ones. My last ones, like I said, were kind of a more intense kind of emerald green, where these are more lime, and of course they were cat eyes, which, not. I don't know any humans that naturally have cat eyes. I was gonna say no humans have cat eyes, but there's probably somebody walking around with some cat eyes that they were born with. Who knows? Who knows? That's how I approach most things in life. Who knows? Me. Why not? Who knows? Where was I going with that? I had a point. I swear I had a point. As most things. Excuse me. What was I talking about? Oh, and these. Let me sing their praises for a second. My old contacts, I forget their brand, but they were, well, I was going to say super hard to get in my eye, but that may just be because I suck at putting in contacts, so we'll take that with a grain of salt. But they were very uncomfortable in my eye. I would wear them all day long for a convention, and by the end, my eyes were just, not even by the end, within 20 minutes of wearing these contacts, my eyes were just like, we hate your guts, and are now plotting your death. But these, when I first took them out, it tripped me up a little bit because they were super thin and flimsy, and I was like, oh my god, how am I, and it was comical trying to put them in my eye. I almost wish I had filmed myself trying to put these in because they were so much thinner and more flimsy than my old ones, and I was like, how is this even a thing right now? This is antimatter. I don't know what's going on. And I just couldn't get them in my face. Finally got them in, which, again, nothing against the contacts. That was just my inability to put them in. That was all me. But I think after fiddling with them for a while and finally getting them in my face, I have figured out a new technique for putting them in that works better. Because the old ones were so stiff, I could just pop them in and they went in. These were like, oh, they're stuck to my fingers and my elbow and my eyelid and they're behind my head and I don't know what's going on. But I got them in, and they're really comfortable. I mean, obviously I can tell that they're in, but they're not uncomfortable. They're not making my eyes itch like the other ones did. They're definitely thinner. Like even when I blink, other than I can see slight color around the outside of my eyes, I would almost forget I had them in. They're very, very easy to see through. No, they don't impede my vision at all. The only slight vision change is I see a tiny bit of green around the outsides of my eyes. So the outskirts of my vision, my peripheral vision is a little bit green. But other than that, they're great. So I'm singing Gothica's praises. I'm singing Adam's praises. I'm singing Macabre's Eyes praises. Yay! And I'm not going to say the name of my hotel because I would probably get sued, but anti their praises. They were awful. Our heat didn't work. Our hotel caught on fire, which I feel is a negative. It's a major negative. And it was just awful. It was one of those sitcom awful hotels where just everything goes wrong. It was like that episode of I Love Lucy where Lucy and Ricky and Fred and Ethel all have to share this cabin and the train keeps going by and just everything. That was my weekend. So, yes, Maleficent contacts. The next time I dress up as Maleficent, I will do a video showing how I put the Maleficent makeup on, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care.